But and but and I need to invest in a mouse that doesn't make a lot of clicking noises. But c'est la vie. Now to continue on with the next route in Cemetery Mary. Or maybe not. Wait. Dog? Okay, wait, actually I'll be right back. False alarm. Thought my dog wanted to leave, but no, he was just trying to get comfy on the bed. Okay, now to meet the crow. Crow. I think I know. Which one, like, which last save it was. Where it's like, oh, whoa, time to hang out with Crowben. I hope, yes. I'm very excited, like, I keep thinking about how, like, freaking last time. Yeah. Think, concentrate. How last time on Cemetery Mary. Oh yeah, how that last route ended with the freaking Reginald dude, and like, whoa, and like, I like him despite like everything that happened. Like something struck a chord where it's like, wow, I kind of like this character, but I'm not sure what chord was struck and why. Cause like, one, he like kidnapped Mary. Two, he possibly, most likely was the person killing all the people. But like, just like the entire interaction and all the things he said, like, made me very concerned for him. But I don't know. Freaking his route will be last. And also, like, I know, like I said other times, I was gonna try to play curiously, but I got too attached to Mary, and I don't want bad things to happen to her. But also, I know I'm gonna do the bad endings eventually, and I'm pretty sure, or I'm scared of the bad things that'll happen to her. But I very much like this game. I try to think of like different things that could be going on or reasons why, like just so I don't get surprised, and then I still get surprised. Try to see through every like freaking twist, or try to figure out if I can get the twist or something, and then I don't, because I overthink. But anyways. This is a fun game. This is very fun to think about. I can't stop thinking about it. So, but anyways. It was a tough choice, but I had to choose one of them. I told the others I had plans and that I'd have to meet with them some other time. Then when noon rolled around, I headed to my destination. I spotted Crowben pretty quickly. Dressing the way we do, it wasn't that hard. I recognized the red and black striped sleeves from a mile away. When Crowben saw me, he gave me a hug. And it made me realize how long it had been since he last hugged me. I gotta move my desk. Freaking when I first had to like, oh my gosh, why am I having such trouble thinking? But like when I first like started and then realized, oh shoot, I should check on my dog because I don't know what he's doing. Just getting comfy. But like my foot got stuck on the cord where my cell phone is charging, and it just pulled a bunch of things down. Luckily nothing broke, and a bunch of things wasn't like a lot of hard things to pick up, but it still shocked me, and I thought I was gonna trip, but I didn't. And that was just something I remembered. And it made me realize how long it had been since he last hugged me. His arms felt relaxed, and he was wearing his classic smile. What's his classic smile? For a moment, it looked like he was back to his normal old self. We had lunch together. Wait, let me check the mic quick. We had lunch together, and like he had promised, it was his treat. Aww! That was a good smile. Okay, what a sentence. So you definitely dabbed. Of course I did. You know I had to do it to him. That's so you. I know, right? I thought about mentioning how happy I was he was starting to feel alright, but I was worried I'd be bringing it up. I was worried that by bringing it up, he might get upset again. Oh, puppy does want to leave. He's done being comfy. Better go upstairs. Go. He wants to be free. But I was worried that by bringing it up, he might get upset again. So I just kept the conversation going. There was no reason to bring it up anyways. So would you consider it a successful date? Oh yeah, totally. I mean, they looked ready to kill me by the end of it. But the fun way, you know? Kinda how my mom looks at Dad whenever he makes a bad pun. Exactly. Aw, I'm so happy for you. You think you'll take them out again? Maybe. Wow. Going on a date sounds fun. Don't worry, Mars. Someone will take you out too one day. So anyways, do you like it here? The Planet Dollars, I mean. I always thought it was overhyped, but now that we have one, it actually isn't too shabby. Oh, actually, I've been here before. Oh, you have? When? Well, I was just here the other day because I wanted to check it out. Funnily enough, we sat at this table too. Oh, you did? Wait, who's we? Did you suddenly make friends behind my back? Huh? Oh! When I was here, the place was pretty packed, so the only empty seat was at this table. But some other girl was sitting here too, and I guess we're like, kinda friends now? Now I'm thinking about the Twilight ending again. Frickin', okay, during that stream I had mixed feelings about Twyla, but like, now with certainty I can say that I do like her. Like, she's very mean, and I do get frustrated at her, but she's very hard for me to hate. She's fun. Anyways, oh my gosh, my mind wants to like, focus on the game and then also think about the game and other things, and like, no, this game's good. Kinda friends now. I mean, I just met her, but we're keeping in contact, so... Her name is Twyla. Twyla? Yeah? Is there a problem with that? Mary, listen to me. I'm saying this because I care about you. Stay away from Twyla. Huh? Why? You just can't talk to her, okay? Already did. In another life. I can't... Ugh. Of all people, you had to talk to her? She's the kind of girl who'd stab the devil in the ass with his own pitchfork. Seriously, you shouldn't be talking to her. Do you know her? Did something happen between you two? You've never mentioned her before, and... Mary. Please. I know I'm coming off really bad right now. And you probably think I'm being a giant dick. But just don't talk to her. You just can't. Oh no! Okay, ideally I would like to get a good ending first. I don't know if like this choice matters, but like I would kind of want to try to get good endings first, but also realize that then if every single route I go through, I get like all the good endings, I'll be left with the bad endings and maybe the true ending if I don't get through the true ending yet. But like, man, do I really want to be left with all the bad endings? Either way, for now, since this is a Mary before she knew Twyla, I will say if she's that bad, I'll watch my back. I already promised I'd help her with some stuff. But I trust her reasons for disliking her. Even if I don't know what they are. I think it's a little late to back out of the arrangement, but... I'll definitely take what you said to heart. I'll be careful. Good. You should be. Come on, let's go throw our trash out. Crovin was still salty over Twyla, even after I had attempted to drop the conversation. He said he wouldn't talk about it anymore. But I better not ever mention him to Twyla. Ever. We tried to spend the rest of the day together, but it was more than apparent he wasn't in a good mood anymore. At least by the time we started heading home, he had almost calmed down to a much more normal state. After getting home, he said he was gonna smoke outside for a little bit, so I let him, and headed up to bed. And did everything I do every night. Gonna probably be the most, like, same conversations for these. Storch. Hello. Can we talk about the thing you said the other night? I haven't been able to stop thinking about it ever since you said it. What's bothering you? You said that you were coming for me? That you just needed more time? Are you really going to steal me too? It'll be alright. I promise. It's for the best. You're gonna make me feel sick all over again. What do you want me to tell you? Who you really are. Is that really what you want? You'll see me soon. But you shouldn't worry about it. It will happen when it happens. This is for the best. Even if you can't see that right now. Even if you can't ever. When will this be over? Soon, hopefully. I just need more time. You'll hang on for me, won't you? I'm shaking my table. Sorry if you hear that. I realize I'm shaking my feet too. Legs, whatever. Do I have a choice? Haha. Sweet dreams, Mary. I didn't sleep at all that night. I really didn't. There were a few times I shut my eyes and tried to, but nothing could calm me down anymore at this point. My anxiety was through the roof. I just wanted... I keep shaking my feet. I'll put my feet somewhere else so they don't shake on the desk at least. I just wanted Mom and Dad back. I wanted to know for certain that they were okay. It should have been me that was taken. Maybe it was supposed to be. The next morning when I got up, Crovin was still home. He seemed to be acting pretty normal for once. At the very least, not agitated. But despite this, I didn't sit and have breakfast with him. I wasn't in the mood to really talk to anyone. Not right now. Not after last night. It was too much. I just wanted some private time to myself. I just wanted to cool down. As I was about to leave, Crow called out to me. Not eating breakfast, Mars? I responded, not today. Not hungry. Last time I think I said this, but let's try a different response. He responded with a simple okay, and after that I was out the door. I just wanted to go to that place and not be bothered. On the bus ride there, all three of them texted me again. Crovin said he noticed I left pretty quickly and hoped I wasn't upset with him for his behavior lately. Twilight talked about some of her progress. Oh my god, am I gonna sneeze or no? Talked about some of her progress on her research. And Reginald said he'd be at the cemetery again today. Although I appreciated their messages, I really just needed to be alone. I needed to go back there and just relax. No, that's not the right word. I wasn't going there to relax. I was going there to mourn. The Dine Red. It's where I grew up. I lived my whole life in this diner. Restaurant, bistro. I never knew the right word for places like this. You know what's something I realized though? Like, if there's like a word that I don't know how to say, that maybe like...
Self-voicing enabled.
This could help.
I never...
like...
Self-voicing disabled.
Thank you. But like... Dang. Hopefully, yeah. Definitely won't have to like go to Google quickly and like look it up or like just contemplating the word. I can just like click that and like just wait until it gets to the word and then boom, I'll know how to say it. Boom, problem solved. Boom. We always had such silly names for it since it was next to the cemetery. The restaurant in pieces. Why do I say pieces? Self-voicing, get out of here. Oh my god. The restaurant in peace. Sometimes the diner. Even just simply Dine Dead. Dined Dead. Hee hee. I always wondered if others caught on. You probably wouldn't know just from looking at it, but there's 2 floors. The bottom floor is the diner itself. I've eaten there for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Sometimes all in the same day. And the top floor is more like a house. Our home. Our house. Our house. There's bedrooms and a bathroom and even a small living space with a TV. It can be a little cramped sometimes, but it's cozy. No one could get up there but me and my parents, of course. The upstairs is locked. You'd need a key. Which I have, of course. After Mom and Dad went missing, the authorities locked this place up and it's been locked ever since. They don't want anyone going in there, not even me. Because, I don't know, it's kind of like a crime scene or something. But I still have the key for the front too. It's my house after all. I carefully scanned the area around me as I stood in the parking lot. There were a few cars that passed by and maybe a person or two on the sidewalk. No one really seemed to pay me any mind. No minds. It was still a bit early in the morning, so it wasn't surprising to see so few people out. I looked over my shoulders a few more times to make sure no one was watching me. Then I stepped up to the front door, unlocked it, and took a step inside, closing the door carefully behind me. The music still hits good. Hopefully my tea is warm enough. I mean, not too hot. Cooled off a bit, that's what I meant to say. Hee hee. When I stepped inside, I was instantly hit with a wave of all different kinds of emotions. I've been avoiding the diner for a long time because whenever I passed it, I would just think of Mom and Dad and feel sad. Now stepping inside, it felt nice. Spicy tea. At least a little bit. I wonder what memory I'll choose next. Just being able to be in my own house after so long, it was bittersweet. On one hand, I felt so happy to just be home. Everything was just as I had left it. The light still entered in through the windows the same way it always did. It still smelled faintly of delicious food, even though the kitchen hasn't been used in a while. Even Mom's special board was in the same spot. But it felt so empty. So desolate, so abandoned. There wasn't any electricity here. This place was hardly ever empty. We always had customers, and the diner always did well. There was hardly a moment where I'd come downstairs and only see Mom or Dad. There was always people, even if just one person was there. The counter would be full of coffee drinkers at night and in the mornings. I'd see families come by for dinner, or people out on dates come here. I always loved being able to see that. There were so many good memories in this place. Like, last time we did Halloween, let's go your birthday. Not to say I didn't enjoy my following birthdays or previous birthdays, but my 13th birthday was especially enjoyable. That was the day my parents got me a tarantula. I think she mentioned in the other route. I've been begging them for months, and they finally gave in and let me get one. Jeanette would hate this game, or at least hate this. Just because she doesn't like spiders. I always loved tarantulas, despite the way others often view them. Or maybe it was in spite of how people viewed them. I'm, pretty scared of bugs, but, if I knew, it was someone's pet, that fear would, dissolve a little bit. Or at least specifically for, the pet the person has. I think it's nice when I see, videos with people, with their, little insect pets. But, definitely if I saw, a spider run across my floor, and that has happened, I would be instantly shook and scared and die. And earlier, I had to quickly do something, and I left my tea unattended, and there's, a small part of me that's scared a bug fell in. Hasn't happened yet, but I still think back to how that happened to, a choir teacher of mine. Frickin'. I'm, taking careful sips, and then there's times when I take not so careful sips, and I realize I should take careful sips. Anyways, tarantulas are pretty cool. But I always knew they were gentle, if you were nice to them. The way you should be. Aw. I picked the biggest and fuzziest one they would allow me to get. I named her Shelly. And I collected seashells to put in her enclosure. Aw. I even put cute little bows on the outside of it. I always wanted to show Shelly to others, but of course, They didn't like her as much as I did. I really loved Shelly, but... Aww! She ended up getting sick. Really sick. None of the vets could even figure out what was wrong with her. Around sometime last year, she died. I was so miserable. I didn't even want to eat. But my mom knew my weakness. She began making all my favorite foods for me. And it was hard being hungry and miserable at the same time. Even though it was just food, it helped me feel a lot better. Standing here, it's almost as if I could smell her still making it. And Dad would sit with me at the corner and make sure I got my fair share of dad puns of the day. The perfect family. Oh my gosh. This game is just too sweet. It's so nice. I like it so much. I loved being able to sit with them and eat and just joke around. But now it was all covered in dust. And no one's here. Where should I go? Last time I think we went to Mom and Dad's room, so we'll just go bedroom. I decided to head up to my room. My real room. Ooh! My little pony figurine. And a little alpaca. Drawings. The book with the cross on it. I think I heard the creators like currently working on like another game, Blackout Hospital, and I think Mary's gonna be it. I think. Not certain. But I'm also excited for that. So whenever that comes out, I'll probably play that too. That's very cute. That doll is very cute there. As I stepped inside, I felt strangely happy. I missed my old room and all my stuff. It felt so nice to be back, even if I wasn't staying. Just a sense of familiarity made me feel so calm. I wished I was able to take some of the stuff back home with me, but I didn't have anything to carry it in. When was the last time I was even in this room? I sat on my own bed. It was just as comfy as I remembered it. The bed in the cabin was nice, but it just couldn't compare. I missed having it's time.
Self-voicing enabled. I missed having a canopy above.
Canopy.
Self-voicing disabled.
Canopy above me. I've had this bed ever since I was a little girl. Can't believe I instantly forgot how to say the word even though I heard it. I remember Dad tucking me into this bed and reading me bedtime stories when I was too fussy to sleep right away. It didn't take long for me to start crying. I missed my bed. I missed my house. I missed my parents. I remember my mom wishing me a good night one day, and then disappearing the very next. I hadn't heard from them since. They could be dead right now, and I wouldn't even know. I didn't want to think about that. But could I really ignore the possibility if it meant... I just hated the situation I was in. Every little thing about it. I wanted to scream, but what good would that do? I felt helpless. I really like Barry. And it still feels so sad. And I hope her parents are okay. Yeah. I'm just thinking now. Processing. Ooh. All I could do was sit, cry, and wait for it to be over. Yep. I ended up falling asleep in my old bed. I was already exhausted from my lack of sleep, and crying certainly didn't help in that respect. When I woke up, I was unaware of how much time passed. But I felt groggy, and I didn't think I should stay any longer. It probably just made me feel worse. I got up from the bed and began to head back downstairs. It wasn't until I got to the bottom of the stairs that I noticed. Someone was there. Okay. I wonder, okay, because last time I slept in the parents' room, so I wonder if, like, anything got taken from there. Because last time something got taken from her bedroom. But we'll find out after we freaking call. Some stranger kneeling over in front of the doorway for whatever reason. I was almost frozen in my spot. Who were they? Why were they here? No one should have been able to get in. This place was locked up. No one should. Blah, blah, blah. That's right. I unlocked it. Crap. I stood there hoping they wouldn't see me. The way they were dressed with baggy dark clothes and their hood up told me they were most likely bad news. Did they follow me in here? Yeah. I like rereading, so I think I'll just continue. Yeah. But yes. I think, like, once I go around, like, the third time, I'll probably, like, start skipping more dialogue. Once I start going through Reginald's route. Yeah. Did they follow me in here? I wasn't sure what to do. Although, about trying to escape out the back way or sneakily heading back upstairs, if needed be, but as soon as I took a step back, I tripped slightly and let out a small yelp as I caught myself on one of the bar stools. The stranger immediately bolted outside. Wait! I wasn't even able to get a good look at them. For a split second, I considered trying to chase after them, and even if that wasn't a stupid idea, they ran much faster than I could keep up with anyways. Panicked and slightly shaking, I took out my phone. I was so nervous I pressed it in my ear without even having dialed anyone yet. Okay, last time I called Crowbid, but like... I'll skip this for now though. pt.3. Okay. Part of me wants to call Groven again since he's family, but I don't want to go different choice. I'll call Reginald because he was close by. I quickly called Reginald. He was close by, so he could get here quickest. And maybe on his way over, he might see that intruder. Come on, please pick up. Hello, Mary? Reginald? Reginald, you're in the cemetery right now, right? Yes, why? Can you come over here? Over where? Next door, the diner. I'm here and I really need your help. Help? What's wrong? What happened? I'll explain it once you're here. Can you please just come over? Certainly. I'll be there momentarily. Thank you. And then probably next time I do something, I'll call over Twyla. Yeah. Wait. Yeah. That's gonna lead to Reginald's route? Well, might as well go for him. If that's the case. Last time I called Crowven. So I thought, like, this part didn't really matter too much. Besides, like, yeah. Whew. Then I guess the crow can wait. Though I am excited to meet more about Reginald. It was only a few minutes before Reginald got here, but it felt like hours to me. Once he arrived, he commented on how shaken I looked and asked what happened. I told him everything. About how my parents were missing and how I wasn't supposed to be here. I asked if he had seen any hooded person on his way over, looking like they were in a rush. But he said he didn't see anything. He wasn't really sure what we could do to help, but he offered to look around with me and we could see if they left anything behind. I thought that sounded like a good idea at the time. It made the most sense in my head. We started in the dining area and slowly walked our way upstairs. Okay, well, what's missing this time? I guess I must have looked really scared because the look Reginald gave me when he faced me again looked so worried that it worried me even more. He reassured me that I didn't have to worry, offered to hold my hand to help me calm down, I accepted. He looked around but couldn't find anything suspicious left behind. However... Oh! When we checked my parents' room, I noticed one of my mother's necklaces was missing from her drawer. It was the necklace my father had given her for their anniversary a few years back. But she couldn't have taken it with her. I remember seeing it here, checking the diner after my parents first disappeared. Did they take it? Oof, quick message. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. The thought put my stomach in knots. To think they must have been in here while I was dozing off in the other room. Oh God. Ugh. That would be scarier if they still took like the doll from her room while she was sleeping in there. But I'm glad they didn't. Eventually we gave up on looking. There is nothing else of note. And it's not like we could really do anything else right now. We headed back downstairs. At the very least, having Reginald here was able to calm me down some. Sip, sip, sip. Mary, I'm very sorry I wasn't... What's this? Yeah. Yes. Okay, Mary, I'm very sorry I wasn't able to help you as much as you would have liked. What? No, don't say that. You helped me a lot. I'm very glad you came. Reggie Taylor. I realize his hair kind of looks like a little antler. Or at least like that's what it looks like to me. Yeah. I'm very glad you came. Freaking. Really, I feel a lot better. Really? You're sure? Why did I read that as tail? That's a tall. Oh no, it's like tail. Oh no. Oh my gosh. Yes, thank you. I'm glad I was able to help in at least one regard. You know, I was wondering why this place had closed down so suddenly. I had no idea it was because its owner went missing. A shame too. I know I had only been here for when we first met, but I would have loved to come again. I'm getting messages from my mom, so I'm like just quickly answering those too. I'm sorry, but that was the wrong choice of words. I didn't mean... No, I'm fine. It's fine. I'll open again once they come back. Well, for your safety then. Can you please not come in here until they get back? Huh? I don't know who was in here earlier, but there is a possibility they might come back. They could be dangerous, right? And what if you get hurt? You have to look out for yourself, Mary. I'm sure you miss your parents dearly. But they wouldn't want you putting yourself in danger now, would they? Yeah, I suppose you're right. I never even thought of it that way. You're right. I'll lock this place up again. Then at least if that person does come back, at least they can't get in. That sounds like a good idea. Here, let's go. Why don't you walk around the cemetery with me? I'm sure it'll at least feel better than staying here. Yeah, you're right. I think I'd like that. Thank you. I let Reginald take me to the cemetery, away from the diner. He told me to show him all my favorite spots. Occasionally, he'd ask about a decorated grave. Asked if I knew who the person there was. I wish I was able to have more answers for him. The rest of my day was pretty hazy. I couldn't stop thinking about what had happened. I didn't really feel any sort of relief until I got into the bed that night. But you know, that's never a relieving part of my day anyways. Sip, sip, sip. Bam. Hello again. Good evening. Was that you in my diner today? What do you mean? Earlier today, I was in my diner, or house, I guess. There was a stranger. I couldn't see their face, and they ran out as soon as they realized I was behind them. Was that you? No. I don't know why I bothered asking. I doubt you'd give me the truth either way. Sometimes lying will be necessary, but I'm telling the truth now. If you say so. I'm not really sure what else to say. That's okay. I prefer when you don't ask questions. Why's that? You know what they say. Blah, 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 yeah, curiosity kills the cat, but satisfaction brought it back. Blah, 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 blah. Good night, Mary. I'm smart. So much for getting a good night's sleep. Z. Mary, are you still sleeping? Mary? No, I don't want to get up yet. Let me sleep. I had a long night last night. A long night? You went to bed at 8:38. Or 8:30. I didn't sleep well. Well, your mother's making pancakes if you want any. Do they have chocolate chips? Of course. It's Sunday. Okay, I'll be down soon. Another beautiful dream. I quickly got out of bed and got dressed, yawning as I descended down the stairs. Even from the top of the stairs, I could already smell the chocolate. If you don't hurry, I'm going to eat them all. Dad! Oh, you know I'm just teasing you. Besides, your mom would kill me if I did. I still really like this scene. It's so sweet. And warm. Like, the color just feels so warm. Still ominous. I got downstairs and sat at the counter beside my dad. There was a plate waiting for me. My mother was behind the counter drinking her morning coffee like usual. Thank you for breakfast, Mom. Of course, dear. So do you have any plans today? No, not really. Oh, is Croven busy today? I don't know, probably. Well, we can always do something if you want. We can? Of course we can. Didn't you want to see that new movie? The horror one with the janitor? Why don't we go tonight? Are you sure? Aren't you busy? You know I'm never too busy for my little girl. That sounds really fun. But what about Mom? Sorry if you could hear my dog barking. He'll never stop. Probably have to go in a bit just to check something. Are you really worrying about me? I'll be fine, sweetheart. Go out with your father. We can even call up Crow and see if he wants to come too. I've been really looking forward to this movie. I'm so excited now. This morning's been quite the pleasant surprise, but something feels off. Like I'm forgetting something. No, something is weird here. But what? Mom's fine. Mom's always... Wait. Mom? Mom can't talk. Mom is mute. Mom's never been able to talk her whole life. I'll be right back. I'll just make sure that... Because I think someone might be home, so I'll have to check. Ba. Pajamas are not the best type of clothes to step outside in. Too cold. It's too cold outside. I thought he would calm down by now. Say Livy. I had to learn. I hate that I'm the type of person who like won't stop shivering for at least like a minute. Luckily I have a heater and some tea. I'll just warm up a bit. I had to learn sign language as a kid to be able to communicate with her. She's never... Whose voice even was that? That was talking to me? I hope my mom doesn't have... I hope my mom doesn't know. My mom doesn't have a voice. What's going on? A little poor heart. What's going on? Mary, you okay, hon? You look like you've seen a ghost. Hi, I'm fine. Are you sure, dear? I could make you some tea to help you calm down if you're feeling anxious. No, I'm okay. I think I'm just gonna go to the bathroom. Runs away. Ba. I hopped out my seat and rushed my way over to the ground floor bathroom. That wasn't my mom. Was that even my dad? I was hoping that once in the bathroom I could rinse my face off and make sense of things. But... Mom? Mom, what are you doing here? Aren't you just outside? Mom? What? Nightmare jump scare. What's the matter, Mary? I thought you liked ghosts. There's a funeral today. I'm happy. Is that bad? I had been planning for it. I overheard them talking about it in the cemetery when planning a spot for her. Is that bad? I really enjoy funerals. I always have. Even when... I like to see everyone gather around for their lost loved ones. They're all so sad. They bring flowers and sometimes even little parting gifts. Ooh. That's so nice, don't you think? If their spirits could talk, I bet they'd say they appreciate it. Would a ghost attend their own funeral? I would. Well, in any case, I'm excited for the one today. And I'm excited to see what they're like. Hopping off the bus that morning, I was glad to see I wasn't too late. Loud noises. The benefits to having a room downstairs. It's a good thing I always wear black. No one even seemed to turn their head to me as I came near. It started to rain. They never said anything about rain today. But I thought it might when I saw the clouds out this morning. So I came prepared and brought my umbrella. Because then I noticed the old lady with no umbrella. And no one was even bothering to keep her dry. So I covered her with my umbrella. Oh, it's an umbrella. You scared me for a second. Thank you, dear. Of course. Old lady time. Pardon me if this sounds rude, but were you one of her friends? I don't want to lie. I didn't lie last time, but morally I still don't feel right lying like this. Oh, well... It was my darling Miss Bella. She passed just last week. My condolences. Forgive me if this sounds rude, but what is your relationship to her? Me? Ah, yes. I'm Spella's mom. I never met you before, have I? That's okay, lots of people haven't. I'm very sorry for your loss. How are you feeling? Feeling? It's impossible for me to feel anything but heartbroken. I truly don't believe I'll ever recover from this. Now, don't say that. She wouldn't want you to think like that, right? Yes, I suppose you're right. She was young, wasn't she? Oh yes. Much too young for this. Right as things were going her way. Aww! She was going to get married in a few months. None of us thought her condition was this bad. It's been cancelled, of course. But at least she's wearing the dress now. Aww. I'm sure she looks beautiful. Oh, she was always so beautiful. My darling angel was always too beautiful. She never even got to... Oh, look at me. I'm gonna start crying too. I'm going to start crying all over again. I promised her I wouldn't. I'm sorry. Do you think she's scared? She's all alone now. Where's she going to go? And who will tell her how to get there? The way she is right now. Is she happy? Even if she's not. I'm sure she's happy. After all, look how many people came to say goodbye. They all left her such nice gifts and pretty flowers. So she knows they're thinking of her. I think it'd be impossible not to feel happy, seeing how many people cared about you until the very end. Wherever her spirit may be, I'm sure she's happy. Especially knowing how many people came to wish her a warm send-off. You really think she's happy? I do. Well then, I'd like to believe it too. I'm sure she would want that as well. I'm sorry if I upset you by talking about her so much, miss. It is a funeral after all, and I should behave more respectfully. No, it's quite all right. Talking about it has actually helped a little bit. I feel a bit better hearing your thoughts. Is that so? I'm glad then. Yes, thank you. Why, I'm so sorry. I didn't even catch your name. It's all right. My name is Mary. Mary. Ah, hold on a moment. Do you mean to say you're... Cemetery Mary? I see my reputation precedes me. Yeah, that's me. I see. Thank you, Mary. If Spella was here, I'm sure she'd want to thank you too. She is here, but... hearing it from you already means enough already. Thank you as well. It was a lovely funeral. The coffin was lowered, and soon enough the rain stopped. I watched everyone say their goodbyes to her and each other, and then steadily they left. Soon it was just me and the lady. I felt bad if I overstayed my welcome. I didn't want to outlast her at her own daughter's funeral. So I quite quietly said my goodbyes and left. But to my surprise, someone was there waiting for me on the sidewalk. Oh! Croven? Hey, Mars. You good? Yeah, I'm good. What are you doing out here? I don't know. I remember you talking about some sort of funeral happening today. Figured I'd stop by and ask if you wanted to hang out after. But I guess now is after, so wanna hang out now? Oh, alright. What's that look for? Oh, nothing, it's nothing. It's just, well, I don't know. You've kind of been in a bad mood lately. It's kind of sudden that you want to hang out right now. Is there any reason for that? Nah, nothing special. It's not like I have other plans today or anything. No one's been responding to my texts, so we're a last choice. Oh, I see. Are you good? Yeah, I'm good. So, we hanging or nah? Oh, yeah. Just, you're not, you know, gonna get snappy with me, are you? No promises. Robin. I'm kidding. I won't. Come on, let's go. Adjusting chair. I followed Crovin down the sidewalk as we headed somewhere. Suddenly, he wants to spend time with me again? Even though the other times it's like he can't wait to get as far away from me as possible. Still though, I would appreciate the time he wanted to spend with me when he did. Nice. We kept walking together. I kinda just let him lead and followed him wherever it was he was going. I didn't even think to ask until we had been a block or two already, I should say. Oh. Oh, hey. Where are we going, actually? Or are we just wandering? Huh? Oh, no. I figured we could go to the arcade together. Ever since I was there the other day, I'd been itching to go back. And it's not like I can play fighting games alone. I mean, I can, but it's not as fun. The arcade. I felt so excited. I couldn't remember the last time I went to the arcade. Or any arcade for that matter. I remember the mall. That's like still pretty close here. But like the mall I used to go to had like a small little mini arcade. And it was always like busy. And I always wanted to play like freaking Dance Dance Revolution. But there was always people there. And I never got a chance to. And then it closed down. And I don't know why. I know I had plenty of people, but like, things just closed. Freaking. I've always wanted to play freaking Dance Dance Revolution. But I never got the chance. I have played like some of the shooting games there, and that was fun. But I also sucked at them because I was small. One day you will Dance Dance Revolution. I wonder if it still looked the same as it does in my head. I wonder if they still had the crane machine. My brother's really good at crane machines. Frickin', he's won a lot of dolls from those. That just made me think. I want to go to an arcade. One day I'm gonna go to one and live my dreams. I did I remember there was laser tag at one arcade I went to. Now I'm like having memories. And there was this really good old lady. Because she ran by me and shot me. And she was getting everyone. She looked like she was having fun. But anyways. All those questions would be answered shortly enough. Ooh. The automatic doors in front of the familiar back building began to open up. The bright light from outside leaked into the dark interior of the building. The arcade. Oh, it was just how I remembered it. Except cleaner, and with a new carpet. And I was taller now. Oh goodness, I haven't been to the arcade in so long. Really? My friends and I are here all the time. Honestly, it's kind of a wonder we haven't been kicked out by now. Don't tell anyone, but I cheated at skee ball last time I was here. Maybe we can do that today and rack in some tickets. Then we can finally get that lava lamp from the prize booth. But only if they still have it in the blue color. This is so exciting! What should we play first? I don't know. Why don't we look around and see? Let's see. Crowin and I sought out a game to play. We tried looking for ones we could play together since we were both here. It was a bit of a challenge finding one that was free though. I guess everyone else had the same idea we did to come here today. Say, last time you were here, that's when you met that person, right? Will this tell me how to say it?
Self-voicing enabled. Mary, Virginia.
Virginia.
Self-voicing disabled.
Virginia. Okay. Basilisk, I think? Basilisk. Ugh, pronouncing things. Virginia. Yeah, what about them? Well, how are they? Virginia. I never heard you talk about them after. Did your date go well? Ooh. I noticed Croven's face go a little red. Oh, are you still seeing them? None of your business. Croven said as he avoided eye contact with me. Although it was a bit snappy, I could tell he didn't mean it maliciously. Eventually a fighting game opened up, just like he was hoping for. So we made our way over to begin playing. I'm not all that good at fighting games, or video games in general. I like fighting games, but all I do is button smash. But I have fun playing them regardless. As we selected our characters, Croven said he wouldn't go easy on me, so I had to make sure I gave it my all. Ooh, those are cute. Alright, here we go, you ready? I think so, maybe? Well, you better be. What should I do? The choices. Punch, punch, kick, punch, block. Kick, punch, kick, block, kick. Let's go with this one. Not bad, but I'm better. Block, kick, jump, kick, punch. Jump, punch, kick, kick, punch. That sounds funner to say. Are you sure you haven't been in here in a while? Yeah? I don't know. I feel like you're lying to me to let my guard down. Kick, punch, block, block, charge. Charge, punch, kick, kick, block. This one was more fun to say. Haha! The Scarecrow strikes again. Scarecrow? That's me. Since when did you start calling yourself that? Pfft, not important. Don't worry about it. It's good playing against you, though. You'll do better next time. Crowen and I played a few more games after that. Some more fighting ones, one or two racing ones, all the kinds of games you can play with two players. Those kinds of games don't really give out tickets though, so it looked as if we wouldn't be getting that lava lamp today. Playing all these games was really fun, but I could see how it was starting to tire Croven out. We were about to leave when I spotted it. Spotted what? I tugged on Croven's sleeve, to which he turned and looked at it. He groaned. Really? The crane machine? You know they're just scams for your money, right? The toys in there are so cheap anyways. And don't you have enough? There's never enough. Alright, fine, I'll try it. Just keep in mind that I'm rusty, okay? Croven and I walked up to the crane machine. He reached into his pocket for his wallet as I pressed my face to the glass in excitement. Hell yeah! A green little guy. If there's one problem I definitely have, aside from all the others, it's that I love plushes too much. I'm always collecting them, even though they usually just sit all pretty in my room. There's just something about how soft and comforting they are. They are soft and comforting. I hope to collect more stuffed animals. I like stuffed animals, but they also freak me out, but I also really like them. Sometimes beady eyes freak me out. They're so cute, too. Most of the times, all the stuffed animals I have on my shelf are to prevent, like, books from not falling out, too. I hope they know how grateful I am. There's just something about how soft and comforting they are. Back when we were kids, Croven and I would come to this arcade whenever he was in town. I always tried to win things from the crane machine, but I could never do it. Dad would always try too, but he was like me, and could never quite get it right. But Kroven seemed to have a gift when it came to this stuff. He's just like my brother. It wasn't all the time, but more often than not, he was able to win things. And he always gave them to me. Aw. Most of the time, anyways. Alright, here we go. I heard him say as the claw lowered into the pit of toys, then stuffed animals. I couldn't quite see what it was grasping, but it got something. When it raised itself up, it was a box! One of the mystery boxes holding a mystery prize inside. I had never seen Kroven win one of those before. I don't think I've ever seen anyone win one of those before. The box slid down into the prize chute and I took it out. I dug into the tightly sealed tape with my fingernails, grabbed the flaps of the cardboard, so as I took out the prize, it was... a book? A book! Despite having just come out of the machine, the book itself seemed a little old and worn. The cover read, How to Talk to Ghosts. See, Mary? I told you all these machines are scams. Who wants to win a book? I mean, depends on the book. What do you mean? It's perfect! I love it! Thank you for letting me have it. Eh? It's nothing. I mean, as long as you're happy with it, I guess it's fine. Kroven and I left the arcade after that. But I had quite the pep in my step. I'm sure I was as happy. I'm sure as I was so happy with my new prize. And to be spending time with him again. It was actually a bit late in the day by the time we got out, so we grabbed something quick to bring back home for dinner. It was nice to be riding the bus back with Kroven this time. It made the ride and walk back to the cabin feel much less lonely, much less scary. After retiring to our rooms that night, I put the book on the bedside table to remember to read it later. I got all ready for bed and then pulled my phone out, knowing I wouldn't be able to rest until this was taken care of. Hey, are you still there? Let me move this. Hello? I'm here. What can I help you with? I mean, I think you already know the answer to that. Right. I'm sorry. There's nothing I can do for you in that regard. Can you tell me who you are now, then? We've been over this, haven't we? Yes, but I've never gotten an answer that I liked. I'm sorry about that. There's nothing I can do in that regard either. Why'd you even message me in the first place? I thought it would help you feel better. But if you truly want me to stop, I can do that. No, don't. Then I won't stop replying to you. But for now, I'll have to. Good night, Mary. Night-night. I woke up the next morning pretty early. Earlier than usual. But I didn't feel tired. In fact, I actually felt pretty good. Yesterday was just a bit better of a day than usual. And I'm glad it happened. I tried to be quiet as I walked past Kroven's door that morning. I saw that he left it open a crack, so I peeked inside. He was sleeping, still. Drooling on his pillow, an arm hanging over the side. He looked absolutely silly. But it was nice to see him getting some rest for once, instead of racing to get out of the house before dawn. Seeing as he was still home, I thought it might be nice if I made breakfast for the two of us. I went downstairs and into the kitchen and started prepping some stuff with what we had. A while later, I heard Kroven coming down the stairs from the thumps of his steps. But he still alerted me by asking, "Hey, are you cooking something down there?" "Come into the kitchen. I just finished making pancakes." "What kind?" "What other kind? Chocolate chip, duh." "Ah, you're right. It was foolish of me to ask." Not such a nice scene. Ooh. Kroven took his usual chair in the kitchen as I set out plates for us. Do you want milk or water? Milk, of course. What kind of stupid asshole do you take me for? Milk is perfect for, like, bready treats. If I'm eating a cake, cookie, or muffin, milk is the way to go. Kroven seemed preoccupied with his phone, but I was in too nice of a mood to care about that. I gave us both milk glasses and put some chocolate syrup on the table just in case. 'Cause, you know, you can never have too much. Kroven, are you doing anything today? Huh? Why? I just had a lot of fun yesterday. I don't know. I thought maybe we could do something again today. If you wanted to. Oh, you want to? I hadn't really been planning on it. Well, I mean, it's okay if you're busy and all. Well, I mean... There's something I have to take care of first. But will you be free later tonight? Huh? I mean, yeah, I guess. I don't really hang out with anyone besides you anyways. Alright, 'cause... the gang and I were thinking of heading to this club tonight. The gang? You know, me and my buds. Oh, I've heard you talk about them, but I've never met them before. See? Perfect then. You can come to the club with us. Meet them. We can let loose over a few drinks, all good. I don't drink, but I didn't terribly mind going to a club with Kroven. I had never really been to a club before, and even though I'm sure I'm not really the kind of crowd they'd expect to see there, I was always curious to see what one was like. So I looked forward to it. I tried to keep myself busy throughout the day. I cleaned the cabin a bit as I had been getting a bit out of shape. I tried to start a grocery list since I was sure we'd have to go on a run soon. Despite how I thought I might feel, I was excited. I was excited actually. I had never met these friends of Kroven, but I know that he's known them for a while. At least since he's been living closer to Blackwood, but maybe even earlier. There's been times where Kroven would rush out of the house during dinner just to go meet them. At least I always assumed it was them. He's always hanging out with them as far as I know. Despite how much time he seems to spend with them, I've never met them or have even seen what they might look like. I always hear good things about them from him though. So at the very least, I trust that they're nice people. I hope they like me. I kept up with Kroven throughout the day. I had to ride the bus into town without him this time, but that was okay. The hard part was following his directions. This club seemed like an awful lot of work to get to, but I was eventually able to find it after I realized it was sunken into the sidewalk. There was a staircase leading down to the entryway, and I could hear Kroven yell, "Ah, there she is!" As I cascaded down them and finally met the people I'd heard so much about. Ooh! Big sip. Ooh. Here she is! Gal of the hour! Good hello, a loud hello. It's nice to meet you. I've heard great things about you. Basically all the same thing, but it's all about presentation. Hello! Hi! I'm, was all I could mutter out. Same. They appeared more rough than I was expecting. I mean, I knew that was the kind of look and crowd Kroven liked to hang around, but maybe I wasn't as ready to meet them as I thought. Alright, check them out. Fellas, this is Mary. Mary, these are the fellas. The fellas. My dude over here is Fyodor. My other gal over here is Zapara. Yo. Aw, she's kinda cute, Kroven. In a scary kind of way. Yeah. Creepy cute, as they say. I like her eyes. They're just screaming like, hey, looky, I got a demon inside me. I like her horns, too. Really sells the look. Yeah. Croven's friends. I wasn't sure how to feel about their compliments, or how they were looking at me. I felt as if they were eyeing me down, and they stood off mostly to Croven's other side. I wish they'd stop looking at me like that. I wasn't really sure what to say. Alright. What are we waiting for then? Let's get in there. I peered around Croven and his pals. There was a bouncer in front of the door. He seemed like a giant compared to us. I could also see that he was kind of glaring at us. I whispered over to Croven. Is that guy gonna let us in? Huh? Oh no, definitely not. It's cool though. I'm gonna be a distraction. Then you guys will run in, and I'll find my own way in. Huh? You've done this plenty of times before, so don't worry about it. I promise, it's gonna be okay. Well, since you've done this multiple times, I'll trust you if you say so. I mean, you seem to know your way around this better than I do. That a girl. It's easy, you don't even have to do anything. Except go with the flow. Riding the wave of life. I watched as Croven walked right up to the bouncer, and promptly kicked his... Oh dear. I don't know what I was expecting. They're so fun. Croven then zipped right past us, the bouncer charging down his path, missing the rest of us by a hair. Before I could even call out to him, I felt a tug on my arm as Fyodor and Sapara pulled me to the door. Come on, dumbass. That's our opening. And I was brought inside without any more protest. I forgot how loud clubs are supposed to be. I mean, I had never been in one before. And I expected them to be loud, of course, but I didn't like the way the music felt as it pumped through my ears. It made my bones shake. Oh, I understand. I do like having music loud, but sometimes there's like vibration. Sometimes it's a fun vibration, and then sometimes it's just like I think about all the frickin' parties my relatives have held, and Mexican music is very, very loud and shaky. Good, but also very loud. Made my bones shake. I'm mostly just thinking of like the one party I went to. There wasn't any open chairs. I remember being really near the speaker. So loud. Bones shaking. It was pretty dark. There was also plenty of colorful strobing lights about. There was a large dance floor and a DJ booth, and a bar off to the side. And plenty of people were up and dancing. We had only been in there a few minutes, but I could already feel how humid the atmosphere was. And there was no doubt it'd only start feeling more apparent as the night went on. I looked around us. Croven wasn't anywhere, and I was stuck here with his friends. They were talking to each other, but I couldn't hear any of what they were saying over the bombing music, or booming music, not bombing, booming music. They seemed to hear each other just fine, though. Eventually, they started walking somewhere. I trailed close behind them, not wanting to lose them in the crowd of people. They sat down at a table, and I awkwardly squeezed in next to them. To my surprise, Fyodor took out a cigarette and a lighter. I wasn't sure if he was allowed to smoke in here, but I felt too intimidated to question it. Especially to someone I don't know. I was also starting to worry about Croven. He still wasn't here yet. I considered taking out my phone and calling him just to be safe, but before I knew it, he was heading to our table. He even had a drink in hand. I was astonished as he sat down next to us, as if nothing happened. Coolio. Okay, this is fun to look at too. Jeez, can you believe these assholes? Oh, I believe it. Especially when it comes to you. Hey, shut up. I don't understand why it's always gotta be like this. I'm giving them money after all. Shouldn't that be enough for them? How'd you get back here anyways? Nah, don't worry about it, Mars. I got it all under control. He says that. I say it 'cause it's true, you fucking dicks. So, what were we talking about over here? Nothing. We were just waiting for you to show up. Aw, waiting on little ol' me? That's so sweet. So sweet I could puke. Oh, again? Shut the fuck up, dickwad. Krobin and his friends laughed amongst each other. Anyone could see how close they were with just a quick glance at them right now. They seemed to make him happy. Happier than I'd seen him in a while. I like seeing Krobin interacting with them and seeing how well they get along. But that just made me feel like even more of an outsider, sitting amongst them all. So Mary, was it? Theodore took a long drag of his cigarette and then blew it. And then blew it right in my face. Whoa. I tried to keep a polite demeanor as he did so. What do you do? Huh? I'm sorry, I don't understand. It's an easy question, isn't it? What do you do? What do I do? What's your job, sweetheart? Oh, job. Currently not working. It's just been a bit of a difficult time right now. Luckily, I've been able to stay with Krobin while I try to sort things out. He's been very generous letting me stay. Ooh, oh? Krobin's letting you have it easy, huh? You mooching off of him then? You're playing things smart if you are. What's he bought for you, huh? If it's a jacuzzi, can I try it? Hey, knock it off. Oh, no, it's not like that. Unless it is. Does Krobin think I'm mooching off of him? You would say that, huh? I'm not following. Don't worry about it. Zap's just a fucking idiot. Yeah, says you. Point proven. Anyway, so Mary, where'd you get those eyes, huh? Oh, my parents gave them to me. Ah, jeez. Must have been a disappointing present. If my mama gave me eyes like a dead fish, I'd have been bawling. I hope they kept the receipt. She's just joshing you. Don't take it too seriously. Yeah, I'm just having a bit of fun. I think Mary is too nice of a name for her, though. Nice? Nice like soft. It's too soft. Like a pansy. She's going to be hanging with us. She needs a cool name. Should we call her Mars too, then? Buzz off. Only I'm allowed to call her that. Oh, I know. We can call her Scary Mary. Scary Mary? Oh, hold on now. It's pretty fitting, I think. You think I'm scary? Oh, definitely. Like I'm scared when I go to sleep tonight, you'll be standing at the foot of my mattress. And you'll say something like, only a week remains. I mean, I guess I can kind of see that. You can? She ever do that to you, Krobin? Nah, I'm just joking. Mary's too soft. She's like a marshmallow. Yeah. Well, you know what we do with marshmallows, right? I felt weird. Everything just felt like too much. Like there wasn't enough room for everything that was happening. The lights, the music, the people, Krobin's friends. It was all a bit too much for me. A lot of things happening in one situation can get overwhelming. I need to... Excuse me, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Oh, that's it. She's like Bloody Mary. Sneaking into the bathroom to take her next victim for the mirror. Be easy on them, won't ya? The lights in the bathroom ain't that good. You'll scare the shit out of someone looking like that. Oh, Mary, Mary. I got up from the table and squirmed my way through the crowd, looking for the ladies' room. I had begun to regret coming here. Even if it weren't for the way his friends were talking, I wasn't a fan of this atmosphere. It was all so loud and so bright. I never liked this kind of stuff. Why did I come again? I went into the bathroom, and only there did I realize how sweaty I was. It felt gross. I went over to one of the sinks and rinsed my hands and face with some cold water. Please don't steal. Crovin never told me his friends were like this. When he used to describe them to me, they always seemed so much nicer through his words. Although, should I have expected any different? I always knew these were the kind of people Crovin liked to hang out with. I don't know why. Crovin's such a nice person. Even if he hasn't been the nicest lately. Still, Crovin being moody. No, he doesn't mean it. Just because he's been cranky lately, that doesn't mean he means to hurt my feelings. I know that he doesn't try to. But these people, I had just met them, and yet, the way they talked to me, Crovin didn't even seem to mind it that much. Maybe I was the problem then? Maybe I shouldn't have taken things so seriously. Before I could have my thoughts to myself much longer, though, someone opened one of the stalls behind me. I haven't even noticed someone was there. It's a good thing I wasn't thinking out loud. She approached the sink to wash her hands, and I realized it was... Whoa! Twyla! I didn't expect to see her. Twyla? Oh, hey. Didn't expect to see you here. Doesn't really seem like your type of event. No offense. I could say the same about you. What are you doing here? I come here a lot, actually. Really? I wouldn't have expected that from you. Well, it's not like a lot. I just meet up with some friends here every once in a while. It's where they like to be. How about you? Crovin wouldn't like it if he found out I was talking to Twyla right now. I don't know how Twyla feels about him, so it might not be the best timing to bring him up to her. Oh, I was just invited by a friend. I had never been to one of these places, so I thought it could be nice. But it's really loud out there. And my friend brought some of his other friends, and they're... And they're what? I don't know. Obnoxious maybe? I don't know. That feels mean to say, but... They feel kind of mean to me. Mean how? I don't know, like... Comparing me to Bloody Mary and stuff? Gross. That sucks. That's why I'm here, actually. I don't really think I want to go back out there again. I can do you a favor if you'd like. Oh? My friends and I. We actually sit in the VIP areas. It's a lot more chill over there, for lack of a better word. Wait, you're actually inviting me? We haven't even known each other that long. And VIP rooms are expensive too, aren't they? It's fine. We're going to be working together, right? So we should help each other out. Besides, I have a feeling you're not really going to come back to this place after tonight. So I don't think anyone will be bothered by you just being here one time. What should I do? Twyla's offer does sound very appealing. But Krovin invited me here. Can I really just leave him alone? I know he's with friends, but still. What if he starts wondering about me? And if he finds out that I was hanging around Twyla, he might get upset with me again. Our relationship was starting to get better. I don't want him to get mad at me again. What should I do? Before I make this choice, I will have another break to check on my dog. And my decision, I'll refuse the offer for now. That's very nice of you to offer, but I'm sorry. I wouldn't feel right abandoning the people who invited me here. Deep breaths. Even if they have been a little nasty. Suit yourself, then. Twyla then left out the bathroom without another word. I followed shortly after. I didn't see her after exiting the bathroom again. Ooh. Feel the beat in your ears. It almost seemed like there was more people than when I had entered. It caught me a bit off guard, but I tried to keep my composure as I made my way back to our table. Even though I didn't really feel like going back, it was the right thing to do. I was invited here after all. Besides, if I went off with Twyla, Kroven might get worried about me. Because he still cares. Yeah, he's gotta. Ooh. I returned to the table and Kroven clumsily got up to let me slide into my seat again. He looked intoxicated already. Ooh, drunk. Hey, sorry. Did I miss anything? Nothing much except Kroven drowning. Downing two. God damn it. Nothing much except Kroven downing two of those little shits he's drinking already. Oh, really? I'm waiting for him to throw them up. We're betting on how much he can get to. I don't think he's gonna make it to double digits. Oh, is he okay? I'm fine. Don't even worry about it. I'd keep an eye on him. Yeah, I try to. Everyone's eyes are always on Kroven already. Mary, Mars. Yes? I was just telling him about the thing you do. But like, you know it better than me, so... Yeah, tell us. Yeah. Something about the graveyard, right? We like that place too, so... Oh, do you? I don't recall having ever seen you there before, but well, I sneak into funerals. I like the middle one. I leave flowers on lonely graves. Twist headphones a little. Blah, blah, blah. I like to spend a lot of time there, so I'm quite familiar with the layout. I like to leave flowers out on lonely graves sometimes. And I also, on occasion, I sneak into a funeral or two. Oh, now. That's something I didn't expect out of a supposed goody two-shoes. Talk about a party crasher. Tell them the nickname they call you. Some folks have started calling me, Cemetery Mary. 'Cause I'm, like, always there. And Mary is my name. Oh, that's you? I heard that name before. I just didn't expect Cemetery Mary to be all puny? I was gonna say punny. But no, all puny and polite. Oh? Yeah, I thought it was like some kind of urban legend, you know? You thought it was a ghost in the cemetery. Oh gosh. I love my dog. He's a cute dog. He's a good dog. He's soft and warm. Sometimes he forgets that other people live down here too. And not every step he hears down the basement means that someone new is here. Like, beware of the dreaded Cemetery Mary. She creeps amongst the graves of her victims, and you could be next. Oh no, I'd never! Now that I'm thinking about it. Cemetery Mary. I like it. Sounds like a band name. Yeah, it kinda does. Mind if I use it? Oh, you're in the band? Nah. The only people I'd have to start a band with are these two chuckle fucks. And the only thing they know how to play is with my temper. Hey, don't say that, man. Yeah, you love us. Love is a strong word. Don't be fucking rude. Sapara hit Theodore with the ends of her sleeves. Nice. He laughed. Krovin laughed. I laughed too. I found it a lot easier to join in their conversations. At least easier than it was before. I was kinda glad I had decided to return to the table. I still was a bit uneasy, of course. I did just meet them after all, and they were all way closer with each other than to me. But I felt like maybe after a lot of time, they could grow to be some of my friends too. Aw. I would really like that. I just wish they didn't say that stuff before. That's all. As the night went on, Krovin had downed quite a few drinks. He was hopelessly drunk, flopped over the table and only able to giggle to himself. Never used to be this bad when it came to drinking. I picked him up off the table and told his friends I ought to get him home. They didn't protest in the slightest. I wished them a good night, slumped Krovin over my shoulders, and headed to the exit. Ooh. I wasn't sure how I was going to be able to get Krovin out without the bouncer noticing. But to my surprise, when I opened the door, no one was out there. I was confused, but I wasn't going to pass up the opportunity. I hurried along as fast as I could with what with Krovin on top of me and all. We then waited together at the bus stop for the next bus to come so that we could get home. It was hard for me to tell if Krovin had passed out or not while we were waiting, but he got up when the bus arrived. I still carried him, though, just in case he tripped over himself. And we got on the bus together. Nice. The bus ride was long and tiring. Krovin leaning over me, his breath reeking of overpriced alcohol. It was even harder getting off the bus. Yeah. I still carried him because I know he needed me. Mary. Yes? Are you okay? Mary. He hiccuped. I never liked seeing him like this. But at least I knew that when he was with me, he was safe. Yes, Krovin? Aww. Aww. I love you. I love you too. Aww. And I really do. I always loved Krovin. He was like family. And the first friend I ever made. The only friend I had ever made. Damn it. Like Wonder Song all over again, just the term I love you. So sweet. It's so nice. Family, friends saying it. It just brings good feelings in my heart. Hearing him say he loved me was something he seldom did as the years passed. So hearing him say it right now, well, I wish I could say it made me feel very happy. It did make me feel a little happy, but aw, I wish it was something I could hear him say when he was sober too. I carried Krovin back up to his room and laid him on top of his bed. I think he passed out the minute his head hit the pillow. I kissed his forehead goodnight and headed to my own room. I wish I could have slept as easily as he did. I had more to take care of first. Are you there? I have a question for you. Yes? What do you do all day? I can't answer that. Why not? You definitely don't just sit at the phone all day. Well, of course I don't. Then what do you do? I can't tell you. Is it because you're scared? Don't be silly. Of course I'm scared. Really? I have every reason to be. Maybe even more reasons than you do. If you can believe that. You still haven't answered me, though. What is it that you do? I look out for you. Good night, Mary. It's been a few days since that night. When Kroven got up the morning after, he had a humongous hangover. He was stuck home with me because, well, there's no way I was letting him out when he seemed so sick. I reminded him not to drink so much. It wasn't healthy for him. He didn't really seem to care, though. Twyla has been texting me, too. I haven't really seen her in person since seeing her at the club, but she texts me often. Sometimes we'll agree to meet up somewhere, but something always gets in the way, so we haven't been able to yet. I feel bad, though. She texts me updates a lot. Of course, the things she's wondering about. Weapons, methods, potential victims. But oftentimes I don't know what to say in return, or ever really have anything to show her. I've been wondering if I should start investigating on my own, as to not let her down. But she seems so confident in what she's doing. I wouldn't even know where to start. I don't even know how I would start anyways. So for now, I've just been staying home. It's been raining a lot too, so it's not the most apt time to be outside anyways. And even though I haven't left the house in a while, I've been able to stay entertained. Books. Ghosts. Someone is moving furniture upstairs. I already started reading the book that Kroven had won me in the crane machine. When I saw the title, How to Talk to Ghosts, I figured it was, well, figurative. I thought it would be some spooky story with a clever title. But to my surprise, it is written as more of an instructional guide. It's a very interesting read. And I'm curious as to how they got all this information anyways. As previously mentioned, ghosts exist on a different plane of existence. That much is obvious. Yet they can communicate with us, despite their beings existing on a separate layer from ours. We see time and time again their attempts to reach us. Perhaps it is because they are angry, perhaps it is because they are lonely. Does each ghost exist on their own? Or do spirits do spirits share a realm with one another, expanding and everlasting? Is there a heaven? Is there a hell? Or is there only purgatory, stretching for miles beyond what we can comprehend? There are questions I cannot yet answer, for if I could, I wouldn't be here writing this right now, would I? There is a question I have been able to answer. Since ghosts can make contact with us, I often wondered, could we contact them? Sure, you've heard of psychics and mediums and whatnot, but that is only half of what I am talking about. Being born with the innate ability is a factor, of course, but I wanted to delve deeper than that. Despite where they may exist, they can clearly affect things in our realms. They can reach us, and like one-way glass, I know they can see us. But what if we could see them? Is it not enough to hear them? I wanted to see them. To travel to where they were. I believe that when you die, perhaps your soul can become unrestricted. But what if we could accomplish the opposite? What if a living being had the ability to unrestrict itself before death? Perhaps this sounds... Ooh. Once again. My phone is ringing. Hello? Yo. Where are you? Huh? What do you mean? I'm at home. What? Well, that's lame. I thought you'd be out by the cemetery by now. That's kind of your thing, right? Well, I mean, it's raining, no? Nah, just a little cloudy out. Besides, I was gonna be heading there, so I thought I'd meet with you or something. Then we could, like, get lunch or dinner or whatever later. I don't know. That sound good to you? Lunch and dinner, delicious. Oh, well, I can leave now if you'd like. Yeah, come on. I should be there by the time you get here. So don't keep us waiting long. Wait, us? Us? Or me? Oh, me. Why did I read us? Don't keep me waiting long. Ugh, when you read too fast. Or see too fast. Yo-ho-ho. It looks like I wouldn't be stuck at home all day after all. I put down my book and made sure the fire was completely out before going to meet with Krovin. I felt so surprised. But it was nice to see that he wanted to spend more time with me. I hope that this would continue. And when my parents come back, maybe everything will start feeling a bit more normal again. Yeah. I hopped off the bus, arriving in town again. It was very cloudy, but the air didn't feel moist at all. Maybe the rainy weather would finally take a break. I made my way over to the cemetery once again. I hope that I didn't keep Krovin waiting too long, but I was a bit surprised when I arrived. Ah. Hey, you made it! Mars? Oh yes, I'm here. Krovin's other friends were here too. Thinking. I was ready to talk, and then all of a sudden I forgot the voice. Why were we waiting for her again? Right, hurry, know how to get where we want. Hey, chill out. Mary loves this place. I figured if we were gonna be here anyways, we might as well invite her. Well, we're all here. Let's go. We all stepped through the cemetery gates. Theodore and Sapara kinda walked ahead, but I pulled Krovin to the side and had him walk a bit behind with me. Huh? Something wrong? I'm sorry, Krovin. But when you invited me to hang out, I thought it was just going to be the two of us. Oh, I see. But this is still cool, right? I mean, you like them, don't you? What, seriously? I don't know. Oh, come on, Mars. They're not that bad. Do they even like me that much? Yeah, sure they do. Is this about their Scary Mary comments? Be honest. Yeah, I thought so. But hey, they're not like that. Promise. You just met them in the wrong environment, that's all. It'll be fine. Alright. I started to walk closer to the other two again. I know the cemetery like the back of my own hand, but I wasn't sure exactly where we were going. Or rather, I didn't know where they were going. So, do you guys come here often? I, spent a lot of time here and all. But I can't say I remember seeing you guys here. Nah, not really. It's not quite our vibe, but it's good for a few things every now and again. Oh! Are we here to visit someone then? Ha! As if. You'd never catch me here looking like some overwatered pansy, even when I'm dead. Oh, then why are we here? Ah, there it is. A tree. I watched as Theodore approached one of the old trees near a usually forgotten corner of the cemetery. There's not a lot of graves here, at least not yet. Ooh. And this tree doesn't provide much shade compared to the others. I watched as Theodore stuck his hand into a hole in the tree. I always figured that squirrels and birds lived in there, so I never went out of my way to bother them. But when I saw what Theodore pulled out, I was very upset, to say the least. What is that? What's in there? Bag? Weed? What? This? It's just the good stuff. Or, well, glad stuff if you want to get technical. Just needed somewhere to hide it that wasn't home or for a while. You know how cops and dumbass landlords can be, right? And so you hid it here? How dare you? What's the problem? Not like anyone ever comes here anyways. I do! You can't just hide this junk here. Especially junk like that. What do you think this place is? This isn't just some park or stretch of woods. This is a cemetery. Choices. Well, I think it's obvious what you were doing with that. There. Sons, daughters, moms, dad, grandparents, they're all here. And you'll be here one day too, right? You'll join them and you'd be so pissed off if someone did the same thing to you. This is someone's final resting place. How dare you try and taint it? Disrespect it. Treat it this way. Yo, Mars, maybe you want to chill the fuck out a little bit. It isn't that big of a deal. How can you say that? How would you feel if someone came into your home and just started wrecking everything? I bet you didn't even think to learn a single name in here. I can't believe you even think something like this is okay. I won't stand for it. Whoa. Hey, pause off. No, you don't deserve to even have this. Using this place as your hiding ground? You were gonna leave with it anyways. Not soon enough. It shouldn't have even been in here to begin with. You shouldn't even have this kind of stuff in the first place. It's good for nothing anyways. Let go already. Oh, she fell. Is she gonna get knocked out? I don't know what happened. I think I might have just pulled too hard. And I was suddenly thrust backwards. And the next thing I knew, everything was dark. And then, in that darkness, giggling. I heard giggling. And my eyes began to adjust to the light, and I found myself somewhere quite strange. A girl. Ah! Huh? What? Hiya! Hello? We on a boat bed? Sailing the ocean blue? Nice. You're on my boat. I already got dibs on being captain, by the way. Guess you're going on this adventure with me. Huh? Where are we going? I don't know. That's what makes it an adventure. Oh, it sounds fun, but I was just with my friends, wasn't I? I was so confused. Where was I? And who's this girl? And are my eyes okay? Yeah, but we're friends too, right? Are we? I'm sorry. I can't say I remember you. Yeah, you do. Come on. Just because I'm a kid doesn't mean I'm stupid. You're always here. I am? Am I? Oh yeah. You come by to give me flowers like all the time. Huh? Oh, thanks, by the way. I think it's kind of overdue. Thanks? For the flowers, dummy. Mom always taught me to say please and thank you, especially when someone does something nice for you. And I think he'd want me to say thanks too. So, maybe... Could I please have a... Nice. Can I please have a teddy bear next time? Huh? The flowers are pretty and all, but I really, really, really want a new teddy bear. And I think you choose a really great one, especially with your taste in flowers and stuff.
So, pretty please, with a cherry on top and everything?
Dog? Stretching. I think he wants to leave. You better go upstairs.
Wait, I'm sorry. Please slow down. I'm still a little confused. How did I get here? Who are you? Oh, I can answer that one. I'm Sunny. Some people have started calling me Sunshine, though.
Huh? Wait. Sunny? Sunny? Oh, whoa, name. Sunny Day?
Yeah!
But Sunny is... Oh, right. I'm Mary, by the way. It's nice to meet you.
So, that teddy bear.
Oh, yes, I can bring you one. I'll add it to my shopping list so I can bring it next time I come around. But in order to do that, I'll have to find my friends again.
Maybe we'll find them on our adventure.
Yes, maybe, but... Am I dreaming? I must be, right? But this doesn't feel like a dream. And Sunny?
What's the matter?
Oh, it's nothing. I'm just trying to make sense of it all.
Okay, but take it easy. You'll give yourself a headache if you think too hard.
Yeah, I suppose I might. Do you hear that?
Hear what?
Mary.
Whoa!
Huh? Oh, thank fuck. Mary, are you okay? Yeah, Ow, no. My head... What happened? You fell back on one of the headstones, and you were out cold. Scared the shit out of me. I was going to bring you to a hospital or something if you didn't wake up soon. Oh, what about your friends? They left. Don't worry about it. Oh, I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to. I said don't worry about it. We won't hang out with them anymore, okay? So just drop it. I promised you lunch, didn't I? Let's go. Aw. Crowin helped me stand up once it was confirmed that I could stand without a problem. He began to make his way to the exit. But I had to check something first. I looked over to the headstone that I had supposedly knocked myself out on. Name engraved on it. Sunny Day. Sunny. Was what I just experienced really a dream? But of all the dreams I could have had. I thought back to the book I read. How to Talk to Ghosts. Maybe, just maybe, I'd have to try and see it again for myself. Maybe it really was... Mary, come on! I'm coming! I hurriedly made my way to Crovin's side and we quietly went to lunch that day. Neither of us really said much. I felt bad. I knew Crovin and I didn't grow up completely the same. But I had no idea that the kind of friends he made were people like this either. Did he always hang around people who acted like this? I don't know how to feel. The Crovin that I saw around these people isn't the Crovin I'm used to. Who's the Crovin I know? Is he just a ghost too? No, I shouldn't think like that. I just didn't want to think about it at all. Kinda went home together after that. I don't know why. It was just like neither one of us wanted to just go on with our days afterwards. So even though we weren't talking, we both went home together.
We stayed in separate rooms the rest of the day. Just did our own thing. Neither one of us felt like talking about it. Dinner was quiet, and I think the only thing I heard him say that evening was, "Good night," as I retired to my room. If only I was really going to bed then. Hello again. You're still here, right?
Of course I am.
Is everything okay?
Yes. On my side, at least. Is everything okay with you?
Today was harder than normal.
Why is that?
Things were just stressful, that's all. I don't really want to talk about it with you. I just wanted to be honest in my answer.
Burp. I understand. I'm sure you are carrying a lot of weight on your shoulders. Please take things easy on yourself. I'm positive the last thing you need is more stress right now.
It's funny you say that. Considering you are one of the things that worries me most.
I see. I shouldn't worry you more than I have to then. Good night, Mary.
Nighty-night. A day or two passed since then. Not much had happened, but I have been unable to stop thinking about my encounter. I have been unable to stop thinking about my encounter with Sunny. It was just so bizarre to me. Out of anything I could have dreamt up. Unless, of course, had I really spoken to a ghost that day? That couldn't have been possible, and yet I thought back to that book I read. But I don't understand. I hadn't done anything special. I didn't recite any chant or practice any written method. Why would I suddenly be able to speak to a ghost? Maybe it was just a weird coincidental dream after all. I had to be sure. I decided to head back down to the cemetery during the morning. Even though I knew a general area of where everyone was, I didn't really have an idea of who I was really looking for. I think you might be interesting. Decided, I sat myself down by the grave, and then shifted myself into a laying position over the top of it. This felt weird, but I had to know. I shut my eyes and tried to think of nothing more than sleep, hoping that I could somehow fall asleep soon. I'm not sure exactly when. Looking for the ghost with the most. Made me think of a jingle, but I forgot the name of the store. Ace is the place with the helpful hardware store. But I did! For I woke up to the sound of violin. Of a graceful violin. It happened again. Just like with Sunny, I woke up somewhere new. This is a theater, isn't it? It's soaked in shades of green. I'd never been in a place like this before. It felt like a dream, and yet not quite. It wasn't quite a dream, right? What is this place? Let's look around. I was in an old theater. The seats surrounding me seemed dusty. It looked as if they hadn't been sat in for quite some time. There was no one here except for me, and a violinist on the stage. I don't know if they noticed me here or not. Regardless, they continued playing. Take a whiff. I took a deep inhale, trying to smell what I could. Everything smelled faintly of lilies, but I couldn't see any flowers here at all, which in my opinion is a little sad. Such a lovely musician should at least receive a bouquet. Feel. I reached out and touched the chairs. Although I could see that they had a fabric covering, they felt like anything but. The dust did not come off. The dust did not come off. The dust did not come off onto my hands, and the chairs themselves felt like dollhouse furniture, plastic-like, fake. Listen. sound of an elegant violin reverberated throughout the theater. The violinist on top of the stage continued to play, despite the fact that I was the only one here. It was beautiful to listen to. I felt as if I could sit in one of these chairs and listen for hours. But I know I did not have that kind of time. Still, what a shame to cut off such a performance so early. Let's approach the stage then. I walked up to the stage, the musician's image becoming clear to me as I did. They noticed me approaching, shifting their gaze onto me. They slowly stopped playing their violin, placed it off to the side, expecting me to join them on the stage. So I did. I climbed up the short stairs that led up onto the stage. The echoes creaked loudly in the huge room. The musician then gestured to an extra stool hiding just behind the curtain. I grabbed it and placed it beside stairs.
Ooh!
Lydian Walton.
The one and only.
It really is you.
Well, I don't see who else it could be.
It would be. Are you a ghost?
I don't know. Are you?
Me? Why would I be a ghost?
You're here speaking to me, aren't you? What brings you here, my dear?
Well, sleep, I guess.
Sleep. That's a tad silly, don't you think?
Silly? You're playing violin to an empty theater.
Oh, it's not empty. You're here after all.
Well, I suppose you have a point. Wait, I'm getting off topic. I wanted to talk about... Am I really speaking to a dead person? How is this possible?
How should I know? I'm not the dead person expert here.
Well, neither am I.
Are you sure? You're the one always visiting us after all. I'd say you're more like us than them, if anything.
Me? Visiting. But I've never been here before. Well, maybe once before, but that's it.
Nonsense. You're always here. I'd even say you're here more often than you aren't.
I don't understand.
Well, I'm sure you don't, little flower girl. I suppose all those petals that find their way upon my stage just happen to fall from the sky.
I don't follow.
Silly, silly, silly. You're always bringing flowers. Do you think we don't receive them?
Wait, sorry. Are you telling me when I bring flowers, they wind up here?
Seems so.
Then I really am talking to a dead person right now.
Not very quick, are you, dear? That's alright.
Sorry, it's very exciting to be actually talking to you.
Yes, I used to get that a lot. Although normally in a different context.
Wow, this is so... Wait, I'm a bit confused though. Lydian, you...
Yes?
Well, it's just that... According to your tombstone and all...
Yes, what about it?
Well, if it's correct...
You're old. It's too bold.
You shouldn't be this young. You look like you could be my age. But how can that be? You died when you were in your 70s.
It's true.
Then, well... I guess I'm having trouble understanding. Because you seem very good for your age.
Very funny, but no. It's true that I died in my 70s. I just liked my looks better when I was younger. Can you blame me? I mean, I couldn't. Look at her. I believe this was my prime.
Wait, so you're telling me that... Mary... Ugh. And once again, I was ripped out of the strange world by a very familiar voice. Krillin. Mars, what are you doing? You okay? Kroven moved out of the way as I stood up on my own 2 feet, brushing the dirt off myself. Hello.
Hi? No offense, but... Fuck were you doing? We have beds at home, you know. You don't have to sleep on the ground.
You're not going narcoleptic on me, are you? No, it's nothing like that. I did it on purpose, actually.
Why?
Well, it's like... I don't know how else to say it, but... I think... Yeah. I think I can talk to ghosts. Don't laugh. I'm being serious. Yeah, no, I believe you. So did Jasper the friendly ghost invite you over to tea or... Croven! I really am being serious. I swear I'm not lying. If I can prove it to you... Hey. Come on. You don't gotta get like that. If you're serious, then I believe you. But, sleeping outside is kinda... a little fucking dangerous, yeah? So maybe, like, don't... don't that... Especially all by yourself. Ah, right.
He's such a card.
Well... Oh, it's those dudes.
Yo, Croven.
Croven and I turned our heads to look towards the cemetery gates. Theodore and Sapara were on the other side. Theodore was moving over to us, hand high in the air. Sapara had her hands gripped tightly around the bars of the gates. And she was bouncing up and down as if trying to get Croven's attention. As if we couldn't already see them. Croven turned around and walked over to the gate to talk to them, but they still didn't step inside. I followed behind, at a distance. Well, look who finally decided to show up.
Us? What about yourself?
I'm always where I'm supposed to be. What you doing in here anyways?
Thought we weren't allowed in here anymore.
Yeah. But I saw Mars asleep in here and had to wake her up.
Asleep? She a fucking narcoleptic or something?
Nah. At least pretty sure she's not. She just thinks she can talk to ghosts, that's all.
You're kidding.
Hey. Don't laugh so loud.
Can she show us them? I want to see.
I don't know. Let's see. Yo, Mars. Croven called out to me.
You want to show the boys what you can do?
Uh-huh.
Show us you can talk to ghosts.
We were gonna go to a haunted place anyways. Haunted? Yeah.
We're just gonna dick around. Maybe pick up a Ouija board on the way there. Ouija board. I believe in ghosts, but I don't like messing with them. Nya.
Ooh. But if you can talk to ghosts, then that's just as good, right?
Did they die there?
Oh,
Let's go. Haunted house. Find out if it's really haunted.
Really? Yeah. Maybe it'll be fun.
Whoop. Come on.
Yeah. Let's go. Yeah. I followed Croven and his friends out of the cemetery. I wasn't even sure where we were going, but I felt as though I couldn't decline their invitation. Especially since things didn't end that great with us last time. And I don't want to leave a bad impression. But it was fine. I was sure that if I just stayed close to Croven, I'd probably be okay. I followed close behind as they walked, talking amongst themselves. I wasn't really tuned into their conversation, too busy caught up in my own thoughts. And then after walking a while, we entered a much different part of the city. This area of the city was more suburban than anywhere else. There were actual houses. The kind with lawns and stuff, not just apartments. They weren't anything too special, just standard houses. I guess a house is worth it if you really value your privacy. These areas of town always felt so out of place. And since there were only houses here, no shops or anything like that, I felt like a trespasser entering this neighborhood. Even if all we were doing was walking around. Like I said I would, I stayed close to Crovin. And I made note of the house they were approaching. And then stopped in front of. And I think that's where I'll end it for now, because this feels like a good spot. And a good way to start next Monday's stream. Very excited for how this is gonna go. And ending. I have some thoughts, but I'm not sure. Probably like think a lot more later. That was very fun. I don't know why I didn't think I'd see Twyla again, despite like seeing all the other characters in the other routes. But it was nice to see her again. I don't think anyone I know is streaming right now. But I'm very excited for Monday to play again. And dog is barking for the third time. But yeah. Stretch. Thank you all who came. I hope you enjoyed and have a good day, afternoon, night, whatever. And, well, adios.